So I recorded an entire video and the microphone went out or something, and so half the video had no audio. So now I have to record it, and I can't remember what I just said, even though I just recorded it. So that's great. I'm sorry you guys are gonna miss out on all the great things that I had said. I'll try to recreate it. I watched a movie from 2013 on Netflix called Kiss of the Damned. It's written and directed by Xan Cassavetes. She's the the daughter of John Cassavetes and Jenna Rollins. It stars Joséphine de la Baume, Milo Ventimiglia, and Roxanne Mesquita. Essentially, it starts out with Joséphine de la Baume, named Jenna, like Jenna Barnes, watching a movie, and it is The Indiscretion of an American Wife, starring Jennifer Jones and Montgomery Clift, and I was already hooked because here's a vampire watching a classic movie. I'm sold. She goes to return her videotapes, and in walks Milo, and being a big Gilmore Girls fan, my heart was aflutter right away. She can't focus on the videos because now there's this hot dude. I know that feeling. But she's like sort of a moralist, and so she tries to leave, and then he follows her, and then she goes on a date with him despite her best, thoughts, and then they watch a movie, which is always really hot, and he kind of, like, there's a scene where he watches her watching the movie, which I thought was fantastic. But she knows that this is not good, and so she tries to push him away, but eventually, as all star-crossed lovers do, they get back together, and they literally make out through a door, which was shot really interestingly. And then she has to prove that she's a vampire to try to get him to go away. And after she does that, he still wants to fuck her, which I thought was hilarious because it's like, always, I'll do anything for the pussy kind of thing. You're a vampire, it's fine, whatever. And then obviously he gets turned into a vampire because that's where this is heading. And they're starting out their romance. And then things get a little messed up when her sister shows up, and she's a little bit of a nutter, and it causes their whole like coven kind of thing to go into disarray. I thought it was interesting because it was sort of like aspects of it were really much like Twilight. Like all the vampires are sort of vegetarians, and they hunt animals, and they drink synthetic blood, except for the sister who comes to like fuck everything up. And then there's aspects of it that were similar to Only Lovers Left Alive because it's about a sister coming and messing up this romantic relationship. It also had Peter Vack in it. This is his like 6th or 7th film directed by a woman that he's made in the last 3 years. So he's like the MVP for like working with female directors. It had Michael Rappaport in it, and he's always fun. I kind of want to do like a quadruple lady directed vampire movie a-thon with like this and Twilight and Trouble Every Day, which I haven't seen yet, but I own a copy of, and A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, because they're all so very different, and yet they're all vampire films. And it's amazing that you can like make a vampire film, but make a drama, and make a romance, and make a teen film, and make a feminist film. You can make all of these things all in one feminist art film, but with vampires. So this was fantastic. Again, it's on Netflix. I can't remember what else I said in my previous video, so hopefully I covered all of the points. If you like your romantic familial dramas with a little bit of vampirism, you will love this film. I really liked it. It has not the greatest reviews, and even the audience like scores on IMDb and everything and Rotten Tomatoes are terrible. And I don't know what people were expecting. I guess not this. It's very stylized and very 70s, late 60s into the 70s sort of feeling, and like a European art vampire film. It also kind of felt like those short films that I watched a few months ago from Miu Miu, where like the advertisements for fashion, but like then sort of with a narrative. But I don't know. I really dug it. I dug the music. I dug the costumes. I dug the atmosphere. I thought it was fantastic. So you can watch it on Netflix. It's called Kiss of the Damned. It's from 2012. Oh, I know what I said. I said this earlier in the other video. This was the beginning of the video. When this originally came out, it came out it's released by Magnet, and the movie theater that I worked for was owned by the same parent company as Magnet, so they got all of them. And I didn't end up seeing it because it was only playing for like a week, and so I missed it. And then it was like on Netflix, and I added it to my Netflix queue like 2 years ago, and it's been sitting there, and I've been meaning to watch it. And part of why I have been delighted in this year with women is that I've gotten to a bunch of these things that I added to my queue knowing I should see it, knowing that I would enjoy it, and then watching other things. And now I'm finally like making these films a priority and discovering how wonderful they are, and I think that's fantastic. So again, this is on Netflix. It's called Kiss of the Damned. It's from 2013, written and directed by Xan Cassavetes. It's a nice little indie art house European style vampire film. I think you'll enjoy it.